be a lot of bread, but your daughter's life is the buttered topping.
Who is it?
In 1974, a 14-year-old girl in a small New Jersey town answered a job ad for babysitting. She got dressed, left home with hope in her heart, and never returned. What followed was a disturbing phone call, a decades-long silence, and a burning question that still grips the community. What happened to Margaret Ellen Fox? It was the morning of June 24th, 1974, in the quiet town of Burlington, New Jersey. Margaret Ellen Fox, a bright, dependable teen, left her home on High Street to catch a bus to nearby Mount Holly. She had answered a babysitting job ad placed in the local newspaper. The man on the phone said his name was John Marshall. He needed someone to watch his 5-year-old son, and that he would meet her at the corner of Mill and High Street. Margaret told her family she'd be home by the early afternoon. But the hours passed, and she never returned. By evening, her parents were frantic. Police were contacted, but Margaret was never seen again. The following are timelines of key facts. June 19th, 1974, Margaret's family reports she had spoken with a John Marshall about a babysitting job. He gave very vague directions and asked her not to tell her parents. On June 24th, 1974, Margaret leaves home and boards a bus to Mount Holly around 8:40 a.m. Multiple witnesses later confirmed seeing her at the bus stop and possibly getting off in Mount Holly near her meeting location. June 25th, 1974, the media coverage begins. During this time, Margaret's family receives a disturbing phone call from an unknown man saying, "If you want your daughter back alive, you will pay $10,000. No cops." The FBI, they managed to trace the call to a phone booth in a local supermarket parking lot, but by then, the caller was long gone. There are several working theories in Margaret's case, but no confirmed answers. The most prominent theory is that she was lured and abducted by the mysterious John Marshall. Authorities believe this name was an alias, and the job posting was simply a ruse. The caller had spoken with multiple girls about the very same ad. But unfortunately, in Margaret's case, she was the only one who agreed to meet. Despite an early flurry of activity, no suspect was ever publicly identified. Authorities released the ransom call recording years later, hoping someone would recognize the man's voice. That recording is chilling. The voice, calm but firm. 10,000 might be a lot of bread, but your daughter's life is the buttered sod. The odd phrasing led many to believe the caller might have local ties or a criminal background. There is also the possibility that Margaret never made it to her meeting point, that someone intercepted her earlier. But no one saw or reported a struggle. Nobody's ever been found, and that trail quickly went cold. Investigators believe Margaret was likely murdered, but without evidence, the case remains one of the FBI's oldest active missing child investigations. Over the years, there have been dozens of false leads, sightings in other states, tips from psychics, even a woman in Canada claiming to be Margaret in the 1980s. All of them were dead ends.
$10,000 might be a lot of bread, but your daughter's life is the buttered topping.
In 2019, the FBI re-released the ransom call to the public, remastered and digitized, along with a $25,000 reward. Despite national coverage, no new breakthroughs came through. Margaret's family once were hopeful, now weathered by decades of silence. They still cling to one thing. The truth is out there. Someone knows who placed that call. Someone knows what happened that summer morning in 1974. Margaret wasn't just a face on a poster. She was a child with dreams, a teenager in love with books, a young girl just trying to earn a little money helping a stranger. Her innocence was exploited, her trust used against her. To this day, her parents have left her room untouched. Her siblings remember her laugh, her name still spoken, even when answers have never come. Margaret Ellen Fox trusted a stranger, and in doing so, she vanished into a story still missing its ending. But her name, it still echoes, carried in that chilling voice on the lawn, and in the hearts of those still searching for her justice.